everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena and this is Library of Diamonds, and in today's video I'm going to be kitting up some of these kits. Here I have 3 of the mini sets, and these are the Christmas ones. By now, and by the time this video comes out, you might already have seen the first video in a series of 3 videos that I'm going to be doing about a type of, it's not a challenge necessarily, although it might be considered as such, but you know why I'm doing these 3 kits. And today, if you can see, it is Sunday, July the 5th of what? Sunday, July the 5th. Yeah, that. And yeah, this video is going to go up probably near the end of the month. It's just that I don't want to publish it beforehand and spoil the video that I'm going to be making. But yeah, I just wanted to chat. I want to kit up 2 of these 3 today. And if not with one for now, it's okay. I just don't know which I'm going to be using as a starting point. By now, you might have already seen which one I chose to start with, because this is very much so for that challenge video concept type of thing. So I think I'm gonna start with this one. Yeah, this is the one that, you know, caught my attention. And as I said, I want to work on the 3 of them, but I know that it could be hard to be able to accomplish everything that I want. But we're gonna start with this one. So this is the A28, which is this one. It's interesting that they all have 64 colors. So where do I want to kit up? Do I want to kit up on the Elizabeth Ward type containers or in the other type of containers? I think I will go with the Elizabeth Ward type of containers. So here we have the first one. And you guys, I had the idea of working on this one for quite a long time, actually. You know what? I'm going to grab my scissors. I don't want to use my cutter for this. And once again, it seems like every kitting up or down video that I do is like, you know, the golden hour when the sun is coming down and all that. I don't know. It's kind of a coincidence in a way. But yeah, it's been a while now, since December, that I had this idea roaming in my brain. And since then, I was very, very sure of what I wanted to do with this challenge. Like, I keep calling it a challenge. Is it going to be a challenge? Or for me, is it just going to be like a concept of video? I don't know. I guess we'll decide on that. But yeah, I have been toying with the idea of doing this video where I wanted to do kind of like a Christmas in July type of thing, but also the 12 days of Christmas. You know what I mean? Like on the 12th day of Christmas, that type of thing. And here in Mexico, we don't really have that thing going on, but you know, most of the media that I consume is from the US, so I am kind of acquainted with the general idea at the very least. So I decided that it was kind of perfect trying to do 12 diamond paintings in 12 days, just because it's 12 and 12. By this point, I already know that I'm not going to be able to do that because it would be crazy. Even if these diamond paintings are quite small, like they're 30 by 30, I honestly do not think that I would be able to do 12 diamond paintings in 12 days. In order to do that, I think that the only way I would be able to would be to basically exclusively diamond paint for the entirety of that time, which I can't because I have a job. I have a job and I have a part-time job and I have a business. So, and I have my YouTube channel. So it would be nearly impossible. So I'm not going to attempt that. Like the idea and the concept is trying to do 12 diamond paintings in 12 days. But the reality of it is that it's more likely to be trying to diamond paint as many of these 12 diamond paintings in 12 days sort of situation. So the stickers are cut. Now, this is tricky because typically with this type of baggies, it's easier for me to kit up in other type of stuff, like not in these type of containers. What do I do? No, it's fine. I'm gonna try to do it in this one. So let me see. Okay, what do we need to do? This is going to be, yeah. So these are pretty much, well, let me open and take the drills out before I talk more. So here we have it. So here we have these. Okay, I just wanted to be a little bit more centered. I'm the worst with this. I have here some of my dryer sheets. I think I'm gonna need to cut some dryer sheets as well. So here we have that over there. And now we need to take out these baggies. Ooh. I considered doing these in the baggies that they come in, just so that I didn't have to go, like, you know, kitting up and down. But I really don't like working on baggies. And I already recently, very recently, completed a full diamond painting from baggies. Well, no, I'm lying. I have like a chunk of it, but it's gonna be a full diamond painting only from baggies. So I don't want to do it again. And then trying to do this, typically for me, doing a diamond painting from baggies takes more time than just doing it. I don't know. It's just kind of how I see it. So I do believe that the first baggies are going to go, the first 4 baggies are going to go in the smallest type of container. So I'm gonna take a few out just so that I have more leeway into this. So it's been a while. I decided to do the whip and chat type of situation because I know it's been a while since I talked with you guys. I think the last time, no, you know what, I'm not even gonna try because I don't even remember exactly when it was that I did like a chatty video. I know that a whip and chat, it's been a while, but the times where I do chatty videos now are whenever, like sometimes when I kit up diamond paintings, but it's not like always the case, right? So there we go. I wanted to just jump in. Lately I've had, okay, this has definitely static, so I think I'm gonna need to cut some of these dryer sheet. Should I go grab a new dryer sheet? Nah, it's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna do that and cut little pieces. I don't even know what I was telling you. Oh yeah, lately I've been really enjoying doing my channel because I have done a couple of videos that sometimes have been very clickbaity in a way, but I'm just trying to figure out like a new way of doing stuff, and I just wanted to play a little bit with the whole algorithm thing from YouTube, because we all know that algorithms are total beasts and that they tend to be the biggest bullies. At least that's how I sort of see it for me and my creator friends. It's funny how the whole diamond painting, well, not only diamond painting, but trying to be a creator in a space, it's kind of funny of how it works, because so much of it doesn't really depend necessarily on you. A lot of it does, of course, but a lot of it is just sometimes even random. So I tried to take the randomness out of it and try to do different types of videos that, yes, you could definitely consider them to be kind of clickbaity, but at the same time, those were videos that when I thought about the idea of them, these were ideas that really attracted me and that really made me feel a kind of way, you know, made me feel that I had to do those videos because they were important topics for me. So yeah, it was like a two situation ship going on, where these were already things that I wanted to do, but it helped quite a lot that it really helped that I you know, that these were kind of ideas that some people considered also to be, you know, interesting in a way enough to watch. So I'm glad. And also because, you know, it is not a secret that YouTube channels, regarding the type of craft that they are focused on, many channels are monetized, and my channel is monetized, of course, and I don't do it, you know, it's a nice incentive to have some money. I just want you to know that we don't, at least I don't make like crazy amounts of money by any means. The amount of money that I make is very you just have to know that is not a crazy amount of money. But I also see the potential, and I also see how a diamond painting channel being so niche and so specific to such a specific audience could potentially, garner a nice community and, get some traction and such. So that is also a big motivator for me, because I don't know if I guess I've talked about it, but I am very financially driven. And it's not because, I want to be rich. No, but because I have these big plans of retiring young. I have a few chronic conditions, and the disability whole situation here in my country is absolutely not the best. So I'm not looking forward of having to work every single day, Monday through Friday, a 9 to 5, until I'm 65, on a body that is not very nice to me. Trust me, it's not about I don't want to do anything anymore. No, it's just I want not to depend on a job or on a situation like that to survive financially. So that is why I am very money driven. And so one of my biggest goals right now for the channel, well, I don't know if I could call it my biggest goal, but a very important goal that took a lot of, I think I missed. Okay, this is not the best. I think I should have used like a slightly bigger container. But it's not going to be a lie, or I'm not going to be lying if I say that making this channel a bit bigger and to support me a little bit more financially wouldn't be a dream come true, in all honesty, because even if I was not in a place where a diamond painting channel would be able to support me, in every way that I can, it would definitely be nice to, to contribute into my finances a little bit, either by creating some income that I really truly enjoy 1000% doing, and that it doesn't feel like I am necessarily working for it, even though I know I'm working for it, because I do dedicate a lot of time to my diamond painting channel. But trust me, like, if the amount of time that I put into my diamond painting channel was translated into money the way that a regular job does, I would be doing YouTube exclusively. But unfortunately, that's not how YouTube works. It doesn't really depend. Yes, it depends on you being constant and all, but there are so many more variables that determine, how much you can depend on a YouTube channel. I don't have 100,000 subscribers. I am not a big person. Like, I am just a medium-sized diamond painting channel, if we take into consideration the world of diamond painting. But if we take into consideration the world of YouTube in general, I'm just a teeny tiny person here, I am not even big in the slightest, like, not at all. And I understand that. But if as I said, if by putting this amount of time into the channel could be able to transform and to become a source of income that doesn't feel like I am working, then I would be very happy. I would be very, very happy. Even more so whenever I become a mom, because I have, like, in the medium term, I do have plans to, it's not gonna fit in here. Oh my God, the nightmare has begun. It's just that I don't want to feel, you know what? I'm gonna do this and then a smaller container, just so that I don't have to pour it out onto the other container. Yeah, so it would be kind of my dream to have more income coming from my YouTube channel, so that it can become sort of a stronger or a bigger source of income, so that I could potentially go only half-ish time on my regular 9 to 5, and then have more time also to focus on my other business ventures, the business that we have, that my boyfriend and me have, just kind of make it more robust. So that's one of the things that has made me very motivated lately. And it's a path that I really need to walk very, very cautiously, because even though that is a big priority right now for me and this channel, I like, even if it doesn't become that, I still want to do this channel regarding of how much or how little, you know, financial stuff it brings into my life. Because like, even before I got monetized, I already enjoyed my channel so much. And yeah, it's something that, trust me, if I were only making this for the money, I would have quit like a while ago, a while ago, because it's not a lot. It's not even enough for, you know, some simple stuff. Other people might think differently about it, but at least in my case, that is not the case. So I'm just, again, as I said, I'm just exploring, playing with YouTube, if you will, a little bit, to just kind of test the waters and see what works better, regarding content, regarding, you know, how I do my thumbnails, how I do my titles, just, you know, playing trial and error kind of situation, kind of thing, and see what sticks, see what works. And also, while it still feels like me, because I would never want it to feel like I am not being me, or I am being unfaithful to what I really want my channel to be. Like, it's a couple of fine lines that I know that I need to be very cautious of. But yeah, and I think that push has also, like, that other kind of reason behind it has made it so that I get even more motivated to do different type of videos. And I have been really liking doing the different type of videos that I've been doing lately. I had been for a while kind of stuck in the same type of videos, you know, like the kitting up, kitting downs, pose reviews, monthly reviews, ASMR. That was kind of like my only type of content, if you will. And I was more like, I was doing it a lot in a way of a routine type of situation. But now that I'm expanding the type of videos that I do and the ideas that I bring to the table to myself, even if it wasn't for anybody else, I am actually enjoying a little bit more making these type of videos. I think that it's becoming more of a creative outlet that it had ever been, because it was always like a creative outlet, but they were like the type of videos that I did before making these few changes. They were very, I would say that they were very, how could I call it? How could I call them? Like, how could I name them? Like, monotonous and very, yeah, boring in a way, like boring, absolutely boring. So it was kind of just repeating myself over and over. The only thing that changed was the canvas that I was presenting regarding of the type of video that I was doing. And so this kind of helps me do things a bit differently and still enjoy the process quite a lot. Am I still recording? One of my favorite things of having this Apple Watch is that I can see what I'm recording in my Apple Watch, because and even then I still sometimes, oh, what is the last color that we need? Oh yeah, this one. I still sometimes miss it. Like, I miss it and I stop recording without noticing and blah 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 blah. But yes, I have big plans for the month of July. Again, this video is going to be coming up pretty late into the month, so I'm not really worried about telling you some of the videos, because by the time this is uploaded, it's likely that that is going to be uploaded. So okay, one of my biggest videos that I don't know if it's one of my biggest videos, but a video that I'm really excited, that I have to be honest, I don't love how it came out. I wanted to be more dynamic, I wanted to be more upbeat, but the end of the month of June kind of crushed my soul. Crashed or crushed? I think both. It crushed my soul a little, and I was not able to end it as I wanted to initially. But yeah, I did a full challenge. Like, I did a challenge for the full month of June. Initially, I was going to do it for like 10 days to 2 weeks, but then I decided to do it all month long, and I really liked it, which was kind of take and make diamond painting kind of having a reward other than just doing diamond painting in general. But with every section that I finished and with every canvas that I finished, I was going to be, well, I pulled out a little bead out of these color beads that I have. Each one was going to have a value. And yeah, at the end of the month, I was able to, let's say, get paid, quote unquote, by myself to do these diamond paintings. And I got a nice amount. And at the end, when I was editing, well, when I was recording the last bit of, you know, trying to, you know, my close-up thoughts and stuff, I came up with an idea to maybe repeat that, because I really enjoyed doing that type of video. Like, I really enjoyed the whole month. At the beginning, I was only going to be doing 2 weeks, but with the way that I did it and everything, it didn't felt like too pressure-y. It felt fun and exciting every time that I had to take beads out of the bags where I had those beads. And so I think I have a plan to repeat that sort of video again. It's up in the air. It's a while until I decide fully if I want to make it that way or not. But at least my, you know, my July 5th me really likes that idea. So hopefully the September me keeps like, is it September? Yeah, hopefully the September me still likes that idea, because I think it's a cool, like, it's going to be basically kind of like the same sort of vibe, but a bit different. Like, it's going to have not an amount in mind, but yes, a purpose. It's going to have a purpose in mind. You know, the money that I kind of earn, quote unquote, earn for myself, by myself, if you will. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can do that. I don't know yet, but we'll see. I am super, super happy. That is one of the videos that I want to make. No, that is one of the videos that is going to be going up tomorrow, actually, on Monday, July 6th. Let me tell you when I have in my schedule that this video is going to go up. Apparently, this video is going to go up. I don't even have it in my schedule. Because, mind you, I schedule my videos very, very, very well in advance. But absolutely very well in advance. So, yeah, I don't even have my... Okay, I don't even have it here. I need to figure that out later, not while I do this kitting up video. My back already hurts, and I am not even halfway through the kitting up process of this canvas. I don't know if I'm gonna finish diamond painting. No, I don't know if I'm gonna finish kitting up 2 complete canvases. I don't think I will, because each one has 64 colors. I'm only in color 15 of the first one. My back is already aching. I am just coming out of a flare. I don't want to wake up another crazy flare in my body. I don't want to jinx it. And tomorrow is Monday. The working week starts again. I have a lot of things to do, work-wise and, you know, personal-wise. Whew, Jesus. Yeah, I don't want to push myself. So it's likely that I'm going to be only kitting up this first canvas. And since like today's the 5th and I don't really need these canvases right now, I'm going to start working on them on the 12th. So I still have a full week to keep kitting up stuff. I think I'm going to be kitting everything together, like everything. Okay, I need to put these ones. Okay, so I'm going to need a big container and then 1, 2. Okay, everything is going to go. I just need to figure out how many containers just so that I put the stickers. Okay, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I absolutely forgot. What was I saying? I don't remember. Dang it. I was saying, what was I saying? I hate it. I lost my train of thought and now I cannot remember. I have a lot of stuff to do. I don't want to push myself. Tomorrow I have work things. Tomorrow I have personal things. I don't want to flare myself up because I'm just coming out of a nasty flare up. I'm just recapping, but I cannot for the life of me. I think I was just saying that I have plenty of time to get these ones up. And yeah, I think I'm gonna put all of the kitting ups together and do like a massive kitting up video just because that would be fun. I think that would be like maybe 5 hours. Well, if every single kitting up, no, it's not gonna be 5 hours, maybe 4 hours. If we take into consideration, well, I don't even know how long it's gonna take me to kit down. I'm sorry, to kit up all of these canvases. So, I don't know, maybe 1 hour 30 for each of the canvases. So yeah, it might be it might very well be 3, 4, 5 hours. I guess we'll see. We will have to wait and see. One, if it really takes me that long to kit up all of these. And two, if I want to kit everything in camera and upload it and do like a massive marathon of kitting up. I think I'm going to use a bigger container again because if not, I don't know. So a different way that I've been kitting up lately in my Elizabeth Ward type containers is that I don't really like to use the biggest ones anymore. Sometimes I would use this one, but the very, very biggest one I typically don't, because whenever I need more of these little, whenever I need to fill out more of the bigger containers, of course that takes away space of the smallest ones. But then it comes a point in the painting when, you know, if we have, like in this one for example, we have 5 bags of this one. If I were to put that on the biggest containers, then that would take up a lot of space in my bigger tray. But since those are colors that are very, very widely used in the canvas, that means that by some point I'm going to have one of the biggest containers barely full, but it's still going to be taking a lot of space out of my biggest tray, and maybe it's going to make me have two of these big Elizabeth Ward type of containers instead of just one, and that just creates more messiness in my desk, which I'm already a messy person, so we don't want more messiness, you know what I mean? I'm rambling again, but what I do, actually, I'm gonna change the way that I'm kitting these ones up. So what I do is that the biggest one that I would do is probably one of these ones that is the second size up, or maybe for that one that has 5 colors, I'm going to be using this one, like a couple of these ones. But that is because I can do this. Look, I am going to, this one is kind of full almost to the brim, and is the second one in size. So this one I'm going to be putting right there. Actually, it fits more, but I'm gonna leave it as is. And here, in the smallest one, I'm going to be filling this one. Again, this is going to be full to the brim. Okay, I think I can make these drills go into this one. So yes, it's gonna be tight, but that way, these drills that have a bigger amount, like, oh wait, let me close this. Like this one has one of the second size and one of the smallest size, and then this is like this, right? So whenever I'm working through this and I use up enough of this color that I end up using all of the ones this container has, then I just take the empty container away and I just kind of reshift everything so that it takes less and less and less space in my containers, in my tray, in my bigger tray. That's how I've been doing it, and I've been really, really liking that one, doing it that way. Recently, I did a diamond painting that had 78 colors, and actually 78 of the smallest trays of these ones, of the smallest containers, is exactly what fits in the whole Elizabeth Ward type of thing. So what I did was that some of them I did fill them in these bigger ones, or even in these bigger ones, but as I used them, I just reshifted everything, and I ended up with a full tray out of the smallest containers without having a second tray on. So I don't know, it's just kind of like a new sort of technique that I've been using lately, and I'm really liking it. I've been doing that for about I don't know, I would say maybe, let me see, maybe 3 of my last diamond paintings where I've used this type of trays, and I've been liking that, so I have preferred to do that. So I am actually thinking about getting another few trays, maybe 1 or 2. Oh, why did it zoomed out so much? What happened? Okay, I don't know what happened, but one thing that I am trying, or that I might end up doing, let me just check the camera. Yeah, one of the things that I'm repeating myself. One of the things that I'm thinking about doing is getting another 1 or 2 of these Elizabeth Ward type of containers, but only with the smallest or the second to smallest containers in them, without the medium and the biggest size, because of this exact reason. I prefer to have the least amount of containers. And something that I could have done differently in this one, for example, is because I'm still kind of learning this new method, is that maybe, for example, I did this one here where this color is the same. So this one is filled only half to the, I'm sorry, you're not looking, to the halfway point. So whenever I finish this one, I'm going to take this away from the tray and then work only on this one. But I think that I should have done the same with this too, because this would fill out one of these, and the second one would be very, very lightly filled, even less than this. So I could have saved a space regarding that. I don't know. I didn't think about that, but again, it's a process that I am kind of learning to do and perfect for myself as I go. And so far, so good. So far, I'm kind of like this. I'm finding out what I like, what I don't, what I would prefer to do the next time, or something of the sort. So in this one in particular, I think that my thought process was that since this one has 64 colors and the entire tray fits 78 of the smallest containers, I could have some space for some of the second size without it being too much of a hassle. I think that was kind of my thought process regarding that, but who knows? Who knows? I don't even know what I think anymore, but we'll see. I guess it all depends on how things evolve and change, and that is really interesting, like how your thought process and the way that you do things changes, just depending on what do you kind of figure out along the way. And it's really cool to have that in a hobby, because even though you can see hundreds of, even thousands of videos of someone kitting down in different type of containers in different type of ways, doing only rounds, doing only squares, a max color, whatever. And at the end of the day, even if we kind of overlap on different things that each of us do, we don't all do the same things, absolutely not. Even if we kind of, as I said, some of things are kind of similar, it's always going to be a different thing for everybody, because what I'm doing might look like a crazy thing to do for someone else, but not for me. For example, I know that there's people who they kit up and they leave, for example, I leave the colors in DMC order, but I know that there's people who change it like chromatically, so they go like rainbowy on it, so it doesn't matter what color of DMC or what symbol it is, they just do it that way. Or others do symbols, for example, first all the numbers and then all the alphabets, which is kind of how these ones come typically, and then everything that looks like a square, or everything that looks like a circle, or everything that looks like whatever. And I am the type who always organizes everything in DMC order, because I just like it. I just like it. And since I save some of my drills, that also makes it a bit easier for me whenever I am kitting down, just to put everything where it goes in order. I don't have to, look my way into where everything is. I just know that if I can go like in order of how these are, and it's already going to be in order of DMC color. You know what I mean? Am I still recording? Do you know if I'm still recording? Yes, I am. Do I drive you crazy every time that I'm like, am I recording? I'm sorry. I'm just a person who needs a lot of reassurance. Earlier today, we were having lunch, and my boyfriend was here on the desk, but in another area to the side. And, one of those times where I went like, why do you love me? And I was like, I know that you love me, but can you please tell me why do you love me? And do you know that you have to repeat and to tell me kind of frequently that you love me, because I know that you love me, but I do need reassurance. And yes, he loves me anyways, even if I am kind of annoying. And yeah, he basically told me like, oh, I love you because I like your personality. You're very funny. You're very smart, and you're a good person. And I was like, okay, but yeah, I am annoying. I am very, very annoying. Something very fun is that, well, it's not that fun, but, well, I don't know. But I don't think I told you, but last Friday, I had a formal assessment for ADHD and autism, and I am both, which no surprise to like anybody. And my boyfriend is like only autistic. Like I'm autistic and I have ADHD and he's only autistic, and I'm the type of ADHDer who speaks a lot. You can tell by how I just ramble all the time. But my boyfriend is a quieter type. He's a type where certain, oh, what happened here? What? He's a type that likes to keep to himself and likes quiet and stillness and doesn't like the volume of things to be very up and all that. And I am the complete opposite. I am like the complete opposite. Like there are different like kind of sounds and patterns of sounds that he cannot stand. Like he cannot watch a video that is over 1.25 speed, and even then it has to be a very specific type of cadence of the person who's talking. And I cannot for the life of me watch a video that is under 125 speed because it just drives me crazy. Like, what do you mean, like, talk faster? I need, like, my brain is going faster than the person talking, so I need them to talk faster. And I always have everything on my end at least at 1.25 volume. But you know, kind of it like the voices acquire a weird, well, I don't know, according to my boyfriend, when they are at a higher speed, it kind of sounds weird. I don't know. It says that it tickles something in his brain that he doesn't like when it's that speed. So whenever I hear or watch anything on YouTube with a higher speed, which is always, I have to 1000% wear my AirPods or any sort of headphone because I don't want to drive him crazy. And he also has OCD, and it also interferes with, you know, the mental spiciness finds each other. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, my reassurance that he loves me. Basically because I know that I annoy him. And I know that it's not because he doesn't love me. I know that it's because I cannot control my mouth and he cannot control his brain getting like overstimulated by my mouth, my runny mouth. So there we go, I guess. Oh, I just got tired of speaking. I'm sorry. Oh, I got tired of speaking. But yeah, we got to that conclusion, which is something that I already knew. Like, I know. I know. Sometimes when he like arrives from work, we just you know, converse and talk about how our day went and everything. But he's very like, oh, I did this and this, and that's it. Like, he doesn't give me details, he doesn't give me anything. And I'm very much so like, oh, I woke up, but then my back was hurting and I was not sure what was going on, but I stretched a little and did this and did that, and then I started preparing coffee. But guess what? I forgot to put down the lid of the water, so it was not making coffee at all. But then I had to wash blah 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 blah, and oh, and I did the dishes, and guess what I found in the dishes? You know, I am that type of person who just babbles and babbles and babbles. And I can start to notice when he's like getting exasperated by me. But poor thing, he never tells me anything. He just stares at me like with these doe eyes of please stop. And then when I realize that, I'm just like, I swear, I swear I just have like 2 more things to tell you and I'm gonna shut up after that. And that's what we do. And then like a couple of hours later, I go back and I tell him like, do you remember that I was telling you about this, this and that? And then I continue with but you know, after giving him some sort of break. Yeah. It's funny how life puts you with a person that, you know, might not, like, strictly speaking, in strict theory, we shouldn't really work a lot together, or maybe we do, but I don't know. Like, there are things in both of us, like, to the other side that are not the most perfect situations, but we just like each other too much not to be with one another. So there we go. And also, I have a child now. Like, he brought Queenie, my cat, into my life, so now I cannot divorce him, like, ever. The douche. I'm joking, of course. I am absolutely joking. But guys, I already spoke too much. I'm sorry for babbling non-stop. I am going to be taking a 5-minute break. And after I take my 5-minute break, well, while I take my 5-minute break, I'm gonna get myself a big thermos of Diet Coke. I only have 1 serving of Diet Coke and I'm so sad about it. I'm so sad about it. My boyfriend told me that he was going to bring dessert. So whenever we say that we're going to be bringing dessert home, it's either like a chocolate bar or some cookies from the convenience store or something like that. And I told him, like, could I change my dessert for Diet Coke? Because I only drink Diet Coke on the weekends. It's a compromise that I've made to myself because I know, you know, I should be drinking like liquids that actually hydrate you. But I love Diet Coke too much to give it up, like to give it all up. So I made the compromise to only drink it on the weekends or on special occasions or when, you know, I'm overwhelmed, you know, certain circumstances. And I told him, like, could I, you know, exchange my Sunday dessert with a new 2.5 liter Diet Coke? And he was like, no, you can't. But we'll see. We'll see. He always end up, well, not always, but many times he ends up doing what I really want. I promise I'm a good person. It's just, I think it's hard for him to tell me no, because the things that I ask for are like very silly and simple. You know, it's like, oh, if I only had a Hershey's bar. Oh. You know, sometimes I send him like a voice note of me saying that before he arrives when I know he's on his way. And I'm like, oh, if only. And of course I'm playing. And it's not like, buy me a candy bar. But he, most of the times, brings it in. Yeah. So I might be... okay, what I was saying I'm gonna serve myself my Diet Coke. I'm gonna take a break because my back is hurting and killing me, and after that I'm gonna come back and keep up without talking because I've talked enough. I'm just gonna continue keeping up, and I'm gonna watch a video in the background on YouTube, and that's it. Okay, whether you like it or not, because I cannot keep speaking nonstop. Oh my god, my back.